Hello, wanted to update you on what I'm working on. I'm actually going to sit down and work on making some ears. I'm currently in the process of making 3 ears at one time. The way this worked out was I started making a pair for myself because I don't really have any Cinderella ears that actually have her face on the pattern that's on the ear. So I did film some of that, which may or may not end up mixed in with this particular clip. But I did start filming that. But what I originally started to do was sit down and make a birthday gift for a friend. And at the time I didn't have enough fabric to do it. So I had to wait till I got more. So I started working on my own ears instead. So now my friend's birthday is fast approaching and I need to get these ears made for her. And then I'm also signed up to do one of the year of the ear exchanges. And I think the one is July, but I already started working on them. And I am like extremely excited to send these and very proud of myself because I literally looked at different type of ideas online to try to figure out like what I could do, or could I even find the exact fabric that I wanted. I couldn't find the exact fabric of the idea that I had, but I saw something similar and I was like, well, I don't really know what that is actually made of or how it's made up. But I just like went to Joann's and just figured it out myself. I literally was like, okay, this looks like maybe I could use this for that. Maybe I could get felt to do this. And I am like so excited to share those ears. So that'll come later because I'm halfway constructing them, but the way they've come out so far, I'm excited. I'm hoping the person I'll be sending it to is just as excited. Yeah, I'm super excited at how the creative idea came and I was able to execute it, and I'm super proud of myself for doing that. But now I'm going to be working on another set of ears that I made a pair of these for myself several months ago, and I didn't realize my friend actually liked this particular genre of Disney characters that I did. So I'm going to make ears for her that are similar to mine, but not exactly like mine, because mine are going to be the one-of-a-kind ears. But I'm super excited to make these and send these to my friend as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully flip the camera around. I apologize in advance. I don't have one of those things that kind of leans over you. Hopefully eventually I can get something like that. I just have a tripod that kind of flips over, so I'll do the best to capture angles, but some of them might be on the side or what have you. So because I've tried it before where I'll put it here and lean the camera over, and I'm sitting here trying to like reach around and do things, and it's just very awkward and time consuming. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do the best I can and start filming me making these ears from start to finish. Here we go. I probably won't show ironing these because then I'll have to move this tripod, and it took me a long time to get it to where it at least sat center so I could do this. So I am going to leave the tripod. I'm gonna step away, iron, and I'll be right back. I should mention that I already like pre-cut out these cardboards, and when I've matched the 2 pieces together the best that I like them, I'll put a T for top so I know that's the side I want to put the fabric around, and then I'll number them like 1 and 2 so I know how to do it. As you can see on these, I ended up with a lot of extra fabric, but I mean, it's not going to show obviously because the 2 pieces will go together and you won't see any of that. So I bought this bag. It says like buffalo snow on it, right? It's this big bag. It is, let's see, 24 ounces. And it has lasted me so long for making ears. I still have a good half of the bag left. But, so the way I usually do it is I kind of get the pieces and it's so silly, but I pull them apart a little so they're not as fluffed. But then also when I put them in there, I'm kind of stuffing them back together in a way. But I still like to just kind of make it a little bit loose before I stick everything in there. And then here we go. And sometimes it's really hard to get stuff in here if you've glued these really, really tight and haven't left yourself a lot of room to work with. I also use a pencil to kind of push the stuffing all the way up to the edges because I like them really puffy and full with stuffing. Sometimes I try not to do it too thick with stuffing, but then it just doesn't look right to me without it. So this is pretty thick. And then I also like to make sure it's just evenly spaced all the way around. So sometimes I kind of have to move it around a little bit and make sure it comes all the way to the edge. So I'm grabbing a little bit more and kind of using it here. And then what I'm gonna do, because I learned this kind of the hard way, I'm going to wait to glue this until I get all the other ones done, because that way, if one of them is a little overstuffed or understuffed, I can make an adjustment so that they all match as close as possible. So I will leave this one and I'm gonna go ahead and work on stuffing all the rest of them. I found this, I don't even know what you would call it, twine or something at Joann's. It's basically like got a little pearl weaved in with some weaved, I don't even know what you call this. But anyway, I love these pattern ones. I have like 3 or 4 different colors of this same pattern. And I'm going to basically wrap this around the edge and glue this on here. And I think this will look okay. I might change the color. Let me think about that. As you can see, I did go ahead and decide to use this item on the ears. Okay, so I finished putting the border on the ears, and now I'm gonna go ahead and try to work on this headband. A lot of people don't like wrapping the headbands. I think it is very tricky. I don't do it very often, but just look at, I just think the look is much better on the ears. Like if you see this on the headband versus if you see this, this would be fine, but I just prefer it like this. I want it to really stand out and really look good for my good friend. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on putting this together here. So I've made sure that I have enough give on both sides to fold them over. So now I'm going to start with gluing the middle piece down. I just want to get kind of the base started, and then I'll work on the rest of it. So my memory card's low and I'm going to be kind of skipping around as I'm doing this, but I wanted to point out the tricky thing on these is making sure that you're keeping your headband lined up with the middle of the fabric, because if you lean too far to the side as you're pulling it around, you're not going to have enough to come over on the other side. So just be cognizant of that. Okay, gosh, that was not without getting burned. That hurt a lot. I went ahead and wrapped this. Now I'm going to put something down the middle here because as you can see, the fabric doesn't look real pretty in the middle here. So I'm gonna line this with like some lace and stuff in the middle here, or some kind of fabric in the middle. I'll decide in a moment. Okay, so I finished the ears, I finished lining the headband, and now I have selected and ironed 2 pieces of fabric. I think I'm gonna do a reversible bow on each side, so I'm gonna have the fabric as a bow, which I think, yeah, I'll have to do it. Well, actually, no, I was trying to decide how to do it to where the pattern will match, but that's okay. You know, that it goes the same way as the ears, but I think it's fine to do it sideways. That'll make it stand out a little bit more. And then I'll have this color bow on the other side. So I've already kind of preset these as to how I'm gonna format them and glue them. So let's get started. So you basically just fold it in almost like a accordion. It's almost like a mouth. It's almost like a mouth. So you've got this opening, you're gonna pinch that closed and put the glue in there, and then you'll have a really cute little bow here like that. So it's very, very easy. So I'll show you just really quickly. I took a piece of fabric that I cut out, I fold it in half, and then I fold it in half sideways to where they're even, and then that's when I'll do the little 3-pleat mouth kind of thing and glue those pieces together. So I've glued it and then I'm pinching it closed. Now one thing I just remembered that I didn't do is cut a little scrap piece of the fabric out so that I could wrap it around the bow for both of these. So actually let me do that really quick. Here I'm using my actual ears with the same pattern to measure out the placement of where I should put the ears. And I'm showing here that I went ahead and glued the 2 bows together. I'm actually got Boo as the centerpiece on the front of the teal side of the bow, which is going to be the front of the ears. And I'm just kind of playing around to see which side it looks best on. All right, here they are. I think they came out so cute. I did double-sided, so I'll try to hold it this way so hopefully it'll come out better. But I've got the pattern bow on this side, so that to me this is the back. I mean, however she chooses to wear it is fine, but I figured this is the back, and then this is the front with the doors on it, and I've got Mike, Sully, and Boo all on the fabric here on the front with this little green teal bow. So, and then I've got the lined headband and the pattern headband. I just think it pulls the look together really good. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I really hope my friend loves this. Oh, can't wait to give it to her. Here's a snapshot of the back and followed by a snapshot of the front. Quick update, my friend Nina at Wrestling with Disney did love these ears, so I am so pleased that she loved them. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!